Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Marriage, Ministry, Motherhood. I'm your host, Tamara V. Lawrence. Basically, 10 and a half years ago, I got married. And 8 years ago, I got involved in full-time ministry. And 4 years ago, I became the mom to a now 15-year-old. And so far, the Lord has been using marriage, ministry, and motherhood to whip me into being the woman that I am today. See, for November, we looked at ministry, yes, all the aspects that I could think of right then to fill a month. But this month, December, I promised you, we're going to be looking at marriage. A few months ago, something came to mind that I wanted to share with everyone, okay? I wanted to share from us some life lessons as women, yes, some life lessons from Ruth. Ruth was a Moabitess. Yeah, she came from this long line of women who've not really been very good women. Okay, how did her story start? The Moabites were one of Lot's daughters who got their father drunk and basically, slept with him. And that's how the Moabites came. So their story did not really start very well. And they also were the woman in Balaam, when Balaam went to curse Israel and couldn't, they were the ones who were used to bring Israel into idolatry with Christ. So Ruth is coming from a background that's not a very good story to tell. But she became a part of a family, an Israelite family, when Naomi and her husband moved over to Moab to start over because economically things were not happening very well in Jerusalem. So she married one of Naomi's sons, who then died. And this is when the story actually really begins for me. Naomi basically said, okay, girls, I'm old. I'm not going to get married again. And even if I do, are you going to wait on my son that I'm going to bring? Go back home. Serve your own gods. Go back to your family. And Orpha, the other daughter-in-law, she left. And Ruth said, I'm staying with you. And she then shared the lines that's been used in so many weddings. It's been used by men to say, I'm coming with you and to serve your God. I've heard it from women, many. She said basically, don't push me away. Yes, I am going to stay with you. Your God is going to become my God. Your people are going to become my people. Where you die, I want to die. Yes, and where you're buried, I want to be buried also. She said those lines, and all Naomi could say was, okay, let's go on to Judah. And what I have learned from Naomi are these three things. I consider Naomi a very dedicated young woman. A dedication that us as godly women need to carry with us. Yes, she could have chosen to go back, but she didn't. She said, I'm going to be loyal to you. I'm going to be dedicated to you, and I'm going to follow you, and I will serve your God. She was now in a position to rewrite her story so her children can have a very different story to tell. And she chose that by being dedicated and loyal. So we need to be dedicated just like Ruth was. And the second thing, Ruth was driven. As soon as they get to Jerusalem, she was like, okay, it's barley time and I want us to be fed. I live here with my now mother. I am going to go to a field and I'm going to get some work with whoever will accept me. She was driven, and she got up and she went out there and she worked, and she found favor in the eyes of Boaz. And the third thing is that she was disciplined. She was a disciplined young woman. Okay, she now has this woman that's her new mom. And this woman said, this is what you're going to do. Fine, you're going to go to that field because I think Boaz is kindred to my husband's family. And you're going to go out every day and work. Yes, mother, I will go. You're going to then do what he says. Yes, mother, I will do it. And whatever it is, her mother told her, this newly disciplined young woman chose to do. Yes. And for us as women in trying to remain in a godly path, we need to take these lessons from Ruth, the Moabitess, who rewrote her own story to give her children a new generational wealth. She was disciplined, she was dedicated, and she was driven. And I pray that we follow the same path and rewrite our own story in Christ. Thank you.